Hello and welcome to another edition of Patriot League Basketball here. This is Mitchell Porter commentating for tonight. We got about 8.5 minutes before tip-off. This game will be between the home team, the Pembroke Titans, and the traveling Plymouth North Eagles. This will be a very enticing matchup as both teams come off a hot early season start. I'm Mitchell Porter and I'll see you in a few minutes. Before the starting lineups are released and said for both teams, I want to talk about the keys for both teams coming into this game. Now for Pembroke, they have a lot of smaller guards, but they do have a lot of size in Connor Kroon and Noah Patillo. Oh, and as we get ready for the starting lineups, we seem to have some technical communication problems. And the lineup for the Plymouth North Eagles: number 5, Nick Marcel. Number 10, Chris Kane. Number 13, Aiden Grant. Number 12, Captain Alec Peruzzi. And last player on the court, number 14, Jamori Leonard. Plymouth North is coached by Tim Ward, with the varsity assistant being Bill Drew. This is a very well-coached side. And now for your Pembroke Titans. Perry. And number 22, Brady Spencer. And number 24, junior guard Joseph Dwyer. And the senior guard, Connor Lockhart. And locking down the front court is senior forward, Tom Considine. The Pembroke Titans are coached by first-year head coach Matt Vincenzi, with assistant coaches being Brendan Gerard and Dan Kimball. As we get ready for the national anthem. There will be no national anthem tonight. Don't know for what reason, but we're getting right into the action here as the coaches make their final tactical adjustments and the players talk to each other and get hyped up for the first Patriot League matchup for both teams. And as we're about to tip off, I just want to remind everybody that this should be a very high quality matchup. A lot of points, a lot of scoring, and a lot of good shooting, with also some really good defensive play as both teams try to use their defense to spring into offense. And as we get ready for the tip between the Plymouth North Eagles and the Pembroke Titans, Brady Spencer wins the tip, but it falls to Plymouth North. Number 14, pass it out to Chris Kane, takes it at the top of the key. He hands it off back to Jamori Leonard. Good defense from Brady Spencer. He gets a move. He's open in the corner, and Nick Marcel. It's a rebound, a missed shot on the three-pointer, and it'll be a jump ball. And it'll go in Pembroke's favor. Tom Considine inbounds the ball to number 4, Devontae Perry. Calling out some instructions in place to his team. Drives down to the corner, finds Tom Considine, swings it around, finds Connor Lockhart, making a move, passes it across court to number 24, Joseph Dwyer, off the back rim and rebounded by number 12 on Plymouth North, Alec Peruzzi. Peruzzi drives into the lane, it bounces everywhere, and it falls to number 24, Joseph Dwyer, who hands it down to Brady Spencer, a missed layup, rebounded by Jamori Leonard. Jamori Leonard on a 3-on-2, driving towards the lane, he's getting it up, and it's a foul called on Tom Considine. His first foul on the night. A good drive there from Jamori Leonard, and good defense there to stop the easy layup. Now, I don't know if there's such a thing as a good foul, but if there was, I'm pretty sure that would be qualified as one. As Jamori Leonard, the senior captain, steps up to the free throw line. As the student section here at Pembroke goes very loud as the first one hits off the side iron and misses. The Pembroke student section is involved in a whiteout tonight, with every person in that student section wearing as much white as they possibly can. Jamori Leonard's second free throw is up, and it's off the sideline, and once again rebounded by Connor Lockhart, but a bad pass tipped away by number 5, Nick Marcel, this junior, but Pembroke will retain the ball. Devontae Perry receives the inbound from Connor Lockhart. Now, pushes it up the court to Connor Lockhart. He finds Joseph Dwyer, and that's a three-pointer! Joey Dwyer, as Jamori Leonard almost loses it at the key. He drives inside, gets a layup up, and that's another foul. And that's going to be called on... The foul will be called on somebody. Jamori Leonard looks a little shaken up. He seemed to take a hand to the face when he tried going out for the layup, and hopefully he's okay. As he gets up, he seems okay to us. But he is going to have to be subbed off. A sad moment for the senior captain, Jamori Leonard. I don't really know what happened on the play, and I don't want to speculate, but it seemed he got a hand to either the face or the hip as he was holding both. Checking in for the captain is junior guard Ivan Darko, number 1. And because the free throw shooter was being taken off, Ivan Darko resumes his place. Here's the first free throw. And it's in. Swish. That's Plymouth North's first point of the game from the free throw line. Score is currently 3-1 to Pembroke as he gets ready to shoot his second free throw. And it's up. It's off the back iron. That will be rebounded by number 12, Alec Peruzzi, who passes out to number 10, in and out. That three. And it's another jump ball. Connor Lockhart and Devontae Holland were going pretty hard. Sorry, that's not Devontae Holland. That's Aiden Grant. I apologize. As the ball will be inbounded from under the rim. Ivan Darko looking for a pass. Floats it out to Nick Marcel, who's in the corner. Getting defended by Joey Dwyer. Swings it out wide to Alec Peruzzi. Now Peruzzi makes a man jump. Gets it down to Aiden Grant. Back to Peruzzi at the key, and that's a block by Tom Considine. He gets it back underneath. Tom Considine goes flying, but it's rebounded by Brady Spencer. And there's a foul called. And that will be Pembroke ball. There was a lot of action and movement on that play with Tom Considine almost flipping upside down. But Devontae Perry brings it across half court as the crowd gets loud here. And Tom Considine looking for an open man, swings it into the corner for Devontae Perry. Devontae Perry drives inside, and that is a travel called on Devontae Perry. Oh, that was a close call, and Devontae Perry is obviously upset about that call. And a timeout is not taken. It looked like there was a timeout taken. And here's Jamori Leonard back into the game. Jamori Leonard swings it out to Ivan Darko. Ivan Darko holding it up, finds captain Alec Peruzzi. Back out to Jamori Leonard. Jamori Leonard cuts inside, gets it outside to Nick Marcel. It's blocked by Brady Spencer and rebounded by Tom Considine. And that will be a call in favor of Pembroke and foul on what seemed to be number 5, Nick Marcel. Tom Considine into Joseph Dwyer, who hit the lone points, or who has the lone points for Pembroke, rather. He hit the only 3 and the only shot of the game, and that's a foul on the outside of the paint, and that is a blocking foul. I don't know who that was on. Oh, it seemed to be on number 23, Tom Considine. Jamori Leonard, who seems to be okay after his little injury scare earlier in the game. Jamori Leonard swings it outside to Nick Marcel, out to Alec Peruzzi. He finds Jamori Leonard, back to Ivan Darko, who cuts inside. He's at the elbow, finds a Jamori Leonard. Oh, makes a man fall to the ground. Jamori Leonard out to the corner for Alec Peruzzi, off the back iron, and it will be out on Pembroke. Connor Lockhart got his ankles crossed, and luckily nothing happened on that drive. And here comes Jamori Leonard driving down on Connor Lockhart, gets it to the paint, and it's a big return block from Connor Lockhart, and that will be called out of bounds on Jamori Leonard, and Pembroke will resume possession of the ball. This has been a very hectic and high-powered first 3 minutes of this game. Score remains 3-1 Pembroke. As Tom Considine picks it up, finds Brady Spencer. Outside to Connor Lockhart. He makes Ivan Darko slide across. He's got on skates, and it's a block layup off the backboard. And Jamori Leonard resumes it and brings it across midcourt. Jamori Leonard holds it up, looks to shoot, but he passes it down into the block. That's number 13. His shot was deflected. That was Aiden Grant. Rebounded by Devontae Perry, who swings it out to Tom Considine for 3 off the front iron and rebounded. Once again, swung out to Jamori Leonard. He tries making a move on Devontae Perry, but swings it back out to Ivan Darko. Now Darko holding up play, trying to get a play going. Pick and roll offense. Ivan Darko gets to the byline, and it's rebounded by Tom Considine, and they're going to call a foul. I don't know who they're calling it on. They're calling it on number 13. That is Aiden Grant's, the senior, first foul. And out comes Nick Marcel. Replacing him is Chris Kane, the senior guard. Trying to go a little bit small ball. They have 4 guards out on the floor for Plymouth North. As here comes Devontae Perry. He likes playing it through Tom Considine. Perry down inside to Brady Spencer. Barely holds it into Perry from the 3. And it just hits off the backboard and misses. Rebounded by Chris Kane, who drives it up. And timeout called by Plymouth North. With 4 minutes and 12 seconds elapsed off the clock, Pembroke has a very small lead of 2 points, as it's currently 3-1 to the Pembroke Titans. I'm Mitch Reporter, and I'll see you shortly after this timeout break. And welcome back to Pembroke High School, where coming off a short timeout break, Pembroke still holds a slim lead from 3-1, with the lone 3-pointer being hit by junior guard Brady Spencer. Sorry, not Brady Spencer. I apologize about that. That would be Joseph Dwyer. I apologize. We all thought this game was going to be high scoring and high pace. It's definitely high pace, but it's taken a very defensive route, as Plymouth North will inbound to Jamori Leonard, one of the 3 captains on this squad for the Eagles. He plays it out wide to Chris Kane. Kane looking for an opening. He passes it out to Alec Peruzzi, out to Jamori Leonard. Leonard trying to make a play on the pick and roll. He bounces off. Brady Spencer gives it back to Chris Kane. I apologize about that. Chris Kane getting attacked by Brady Spencer, tipped and stolen by Tom Considine, who holds it up and gives it away to Devontae Perry. Devontae calling out a play for the Pembroke Titans as he hands it off to Tom Considine, outside to Joseph Dwyer. the Lockhart and tries to get it down to Tom Considine, but that pass had a little too much mustard behind it, and it will go out for a turnover. A substitution is made. Ivan Darko comes in for Chris Kane as Jamori Leonard brings it across half court. Connor Lockhart playing defense. Another pick and roll here from Plymouth North. That's how they like to play. They play it down inside to Nick Peruzzi, and it'll be a foul, not a foul, it'll be deflected by Brady Spencer. Sorry about that. As they inbound under the rim, Jamori Leonard looking for an open teammate. He floats it out, and Plymouth North almost loses it as Aiden Grant plays it out to Alec Peruzzi. Peruzzi takes on Tom Considine. Good defense there. Hands it off to Hunter Byron, and that will once again go out on Pembroke. And there will be another inbound pass. 4 seconds on the shot clock. So they play it outside to Jamori Leonard. He tries making a move. He's got 2 on him, and that will be a steal, and it's hoofed up to Devontae Perry, down to Joseph Dwyer, and one! He went up for the layup. He got the contact, and most importantly, he got the point. And this will be an and-one situation for the junior guard, Joseph Dwyer. A substitution will be made by Plymouth North, trying to go more defensive here, as the quick fast breaks have been the kryptonite of this Plymouth North team. Number 33, Jalen Baker comes into the game. As Joseph Dwyer looks for a 6th point of the night. Free throw is up, and it is good. The Titans take a 5-point lead as they lead 6-1 with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. As Ivan Darko up against Devontae Perry, hands it off to Jamori Leonard, who then swings it outside. It's a 3, taken at the side, and it's rebounded by Tom Considine, number 23, as he brings it across, gives it off to Devontae Perry. Devontae Perry makes a man move, he makes him dive, and he will be called for out of bounds. His foot barely touched out of bounds. Actually, no, they're reversing the decision. It was a blocking foul, and it will go under the rim. I don't know who the foul was on, but it will be under the rim. Perry floats it out to Brady Spencer, out to Joseph Dwyer, who has all 6 points on the night. Gives it out to Tom Considine from the top, and it's off the backboard and missed. Rebounded by Ivan Darko, who charges up the court. He cuts into the paint, and he's absolutely rejected by Tom Considine. A big block, his 3rd of the night already. And Devontae Perry trying to slow up the game, gives it off to Joey Dwyer. Joey Dwyer back to Perry. He swings it outside the Brady Spencer, unknown 3-point shooter, and that's off the front of the rim and off the backboard, and that is rebounded by Alec Peruzzi. Alec Peruzzi bring it up, trying to drive. He's got a lane. He gets it up off the backboard. It's rebounded by Jalen Baker, and that is the first field goal of the night for Plymouth North. Jalen Baker gets it to a 3-point deficit. Tom Considine makes a move. Connor Lockhart out to Joseph Dwyer off the front rim and rebounded by Jalen Baker. The Titans hold a slim lead 6-3 here with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. And now, Hunter Byron swings it out to Ivan Darko. Darko getting a pick from Jalen Baker. Darko driving into lane. He passes it out to Alec Peruzzi. Back inside to Jalen Baker, and that's a layup off the backboard. And it now is 6-5 heading into the last minute of the first quarter. Defense has all been about it as Brady Spencer gets tripped up underneath, and that is going to be on number 12, senior captain Alec Peruzzi. Substitutions happening as Ivan Darko and Hunter Byron come off. Number 20 and Sean King, and somebody else came on. I did not catch that. Oh, that would be number 5, Nick Marcel. Inbounded down low to Tom Considine. Outside to Devontae Perry. Back to the top of the key. That's Joseph Dwyer from the elbow, off the back front, and that will be attempted to be rebounded by Brady Spencer, but he accidentally pushes it out of bounds. Plymouth North could take their first lead of the game with this possession. There's 35 seconds left, 25 on the shot clock. And now, Jamori Leonard, big screen by Jalen Baker. Jamori Leonard drives into the lane, it's off the backboard, and that's going to be a foul on Plymouth North. I could not pick up who that was on, as a substitution will be happening. Comes into the game Andrew Cahoon, the junior forward, as they try to get a bigger defensive presence down low. as most of the points from Pembroke today have came interiorly. And now, Tom Constantine, no shot clock, 14 seconds left. They're gonna hold it for the last shot. The senior forward holds on to it. He gets it out to Devontae Perry, who drives down low, and that's gonna be a turnover on Devontae Perry. He already has a few on the night. Hopefully he can get that fixed as they roll the ball and save time. If that's Jamori Leonard, he's gonna take the last shot. He drives, he's at the free throw line. He gets a shot up off the backboard, and it will be missed. After 1 quarter of fast-paced defensive basketball, your Pembroke Titans lead the Plymouth North Eagles by a score of 6-5. I'm Mitchell Porter, and I'll see you at the beginning of the second quarter. And welcome back to Pembroke High School as we await the beginning of the second quarter. A very defensive first quarter played by both teams. And, you know, when you expect defensive basketball, you expect a lot of fouls. And so far, Plymouth North have been in a little bit of foul trouble. They currently have 6 fouls through the first quarter. And if they can't get that foul trouble fixed, then they'll be in trouble for the end of this game. Now, as the second quarter begins with number 5, Nick Marcel, handing it off to Jamori Leonard, and it's almost lost by Nick Marcel. As he swings, he turns, he pivots, and it will be called as a travel on Nick Marcel trying to get the free throw jumper away. There's been a lot of travels and a lot of fouls. This has been a very gritty and hard-fought basketball game so far. Devontae Perry, guarded by Ivan Darko. Perry holds it up, gets it up to Brady Spencer. Spencer holds it up at the top of the free throw line, and now it's out to Tom Constantine, out to Joseph Dwyer, who has a hot hand early game. Tom Constantine receives it back. He makes a move, passes out to Brady Spencer, who tries to get by 2. He gets into the lane. He goes up for the layup, and that will be a blocking/shooting foul. I don't know what the official ruling was. I'm guessing it was a shooting foul on somebody. I would like to say Ivan Darko. And as Brady Spencer steps up to the free throw line, could extend the lead for the Titans. And off the front iron it goes. First free throw missed. And in checked senior center, Connor Caroon for Thomas Considine. Rocking the headband as usual. You know, he told me before the game he likes rocking old school stuff, so that's why he's got 2 different shoes as Brady Spencer hits his second of 2 free throws. Score is now 7-5 with Pembroke in the bonus. Jamori Leonard outside to Ivan Darko, out to Nick Marcel. Marcel using the pick and roll, gets to the elbow, makes a move, and he's blocked by Devontae Perry. Rebounded by Connor Kroon as he swings out to Brady Spencer in the corner, and it rolls around and unluckily bounces out. As Joseph Dwyer receives it at the top. He drives in. The mid-range is not hit, and it will be rebounded. It will be brought up court by Jamori Leonard. That rebound was by number 13, Aiden Grant. Jamori Leonard drives into the lane. He has a lane, and it will be called off. They're going to call I don't know what was called. I'm going to say it was a blocking foul. Refs aren't really helping me out here, as Connor Lockhart's checked out of the game. And in comes Joe D'Angelo, top of the key. That is Sean King, the junior. And it's tipped away by Joe D'Angelo, and it's received off the tip D'Angelo up to Perry. Perry into Kroon. Kroon working down low, back out to Perry. Looks for the three, but drives inside. He has a lane, but he finds Brady Spencer, swings it outside. Joseph Dwyer receives it at the top. Trying to make a move, drives in. He's got an open way, and it's off the rim and off the backboard, and it goes in for the layup. Joseph Dwyer is having a great start to this game. Already has 8 of the 10 points put up by Pembroke. As now, Chris Kane swings it outside to Sean King. Out to Ivan Darko, sorry. Darko back out to Chris Kane. Down D, and the reach-in foul will be called on Connor Kroon, his first foul of the night. 2 substitutions for Plymouth North is number 12, Alec Peruzzi, and number 23, Hunter Byron, are checked back into the game. Score is currently 10-5 after 2 minutes of elapsed play here in the second quarter. Now, Jamori Leonard outside to Alec Peruzzi. As the three in the corner is up and off the back iron, rebounded by junior Joe D'Angelo. As it swung out wide to Javante Perry. Outside to Joe D'Angelo in the corner. He gets pushed, but nothing's called. A heat check off the front rim and rebounded by Alec Peruzzi, who's got a charge into him back in the corner. That one is off the back iron, but rebounded by Plymouth North and put up for the layup. Oh, and apparently we've had a score change. Titans only have 9 points. So the current score is 9-7 after 3 minutes in the second quarter. Joe D'Angelo receives it, swings it out wide to Joseph Dwyer. To Brady Spencer, quick pull-up three, and it's going to be rebounded by Plymouth North. That's Chris Kane who holds it up, gets it out to Jamori Leonard, outside to Alec Peruzzi. Peruzzi, guarded well by Brady Spencer, looks for an open player, as he brings it out wide to number 23, Hunter Byron. Back out to Chris Kane, Alec Peruzzi, driving inside. He's got room. He swings it back. A beautiful overhead pass and a missed layup. Second attempt, once again, off the iron. These rims are not helping Plymouth North. Maybe they got to get him checked out. As Brady Spencer drives in, and that shot is blocked, as Alec Peruzzi will receive the rebound. Jamori Leonard brings it across court. And he's bumped by Brady Spencer, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Brady Spencer. He's getting into foul trouble early on in this game, as Coach Vincenzi notices that and brings in Tom Considine, the senior forward for Brady Spencer, who's had a slow start to this game to his standards. Now Jamori Leonard back down low to Alec Peruzzi, the senior, trying to make a play, and instant impact off the bench for Tom Considine. As it's put up to Joseph Dwyer, he slows down the play. Joseph Dwyer down low to Connor Kroon. He has the post play mobility, and it's a beautiful behind the back pass, but off the side iron is Tom Considine's layup. Pembroke have missed a few easy chances as Plymouth North and Alec Peruzzi brings it out to Hunter Byron. Hunter Byron outside the down, sorry about that. I forgot what his name was for a little bit. And a push is going to be called on Pembroke. I don't know who it was called on, as Joe D'Angelo will fill in that last spot for the free throw. Now the first of 2 free throws, as both teams currently sit in the bonus. The first shot of the 1-and-1 was missed, and it will be brought up by Javante Perry. Javante, a junior at Pembroke High, who's been very good for this basketball team, makes a very seldom mistake, as that's stolen once again by Joseph Dwyer, who pulls up from 3 off the front iron, rebounded by Connor Kroon. Outside to Joe D'Angelo. Bang! It's a 3-pointer by Joe D'Angelo, as the Titans take a 5-point lead, 12-7. I don't know what just happened there. 12-7, sorry about that. And quick play results in a quick foul on Tom Considine. Now, Brady Spencer and Tom Considine are in some serious foul trouble already. They got to watch themselves, or else they'll be ejected from this game due to a lot of fouls. Now, at the high school level, you could get up to 5 fouls before you are officially fouled out. And at the current moment, I believe that Tom Considine has 3 fouls and Brady Spencer has 2. As Jamori Leonard, the senior captain, one of the 3, steps up and misses the first free throw, rolls in and out. These rims are very unforgiving for the Plymouth North Eagles, as Devontae Perry will bring it across half court. Gives it up to Joseph Dwyer. Outside to Joe D'Angelo, out to Tom Considine, back down low to Joseph Dwyer. It is tipped away, saved, but intercepted and stolen by Alec Peruzzi. Alec Peruzzi drives up to the three-point line, finds Jamori Leonard in the corner, has an open look, but drives inside instead, and that's going to be a foul on point guard Devontae Perry. Once again, I don't know if a good foul exists in the game of basketball, but if it did, that would definitely be a good foul there. Stopping the easy bucket was Devontae, as Jamori Leonard will stand up to the line, his first free throw. As the student section gets rowdy. And the first one off the back iron and in. Makes it a 4-point game as substitutions galore here for Pembroke, as number 33, Cameron Wilson, the sophomore forward, and number 21, Connor Lockhart, are checked into the game. The second free throw now by Jamori Leonard is up, and it is off the back iron and out. That's the kryptonite of the Plymouth North Eagles tonight. Not only are they not capitalizing on free throw opportunities, but they're also not capitalizing on open shot looks. Now, I know not everyone's a shooter, but I feel like if you have the open shot, you should take it. As there was a foul called on Plymouth North, as Connor Lockhart steps up for his first of 1-1 off the front iron and rebounded by Hunter Byron. Now, Sean King drives inside. He gets double teamed. Number 23, Hunter Byron off the back iron, rebounded by sophomore forward Cameron Wilson. As Joe D'Angelo, the junior guard, brings it up. He's a sophomore, my bad. Back out to Joe D'Angelo. D'Angelo driving down to the paint, finds Connor Lockhart on the wing, swings it outside to Tom Considine, looks for the shot, drives inside. He's got a lane, and it's going to be hit off the backboard and miss, as it's going to be brought out to the bright neon shoes of Sean King. Hunter Byron in the corner. Sean King can't hold on to it. He barely keeps it in. That is a good save there from Sean King. Maybe it's the bright shoes that are helping him. Hunter Byron holding it up. Finds number 10 on Plymouth, that is Chris Kane. Swings it out to Jamori Leonard, who takes a three off the back iron. Rebounded by Sean King, and he is blocked by sophomore Cameron Wilson. A big block there as it swung out. Multiple passes in a few seconds. Tom Considine out to a wide open Joe D'Angelo, and it's bang! It's a three-pointer! Joe D'Angelo, second of the night, and now he has 6 points tonight. A big showing from the sophomore, making his first appearance at home for the Pembroke Titans on the varsity team. He was a star on the JV team last year. As Sean King drives, sorry, that's not Sean King, that's Hunter Byron, drives into the paint, and that, I don't know if I can classify that as a good foul. He had an open lane and just hacked him. And that will be Hunter Byron going up to the line. Hunter Byron's had a slow start today, but he can get his first free throw down and good. Score is now 15-9 Pembroke Titans. With just under a minute to go, this has been the exact opposite of what everyone thought this game was going to be. But maybe that'll change in the last minute. You know, Reggie Miller once scored 8 points in 9 seconds. Who says a team can't score more in 57? As Hunter Byron gets ready for his second free throw. It's up, and it's good. 2 for 2 from the line. And Ivan Darko will be checked in for Hunter Byron. As Plymouth North tries employing a press here, Joseph Dwyer brings it up the court as the press backs off. Dwyer hands it off to Connor Lockhart, the senior guard. Finds Noah Patillo out into Joe D'Angelo, swings it across. He's already got a hot hand, 43 seconds remaining. Connor Lockhart from deep three-point range, and that is banged in. Another three-pointer from this Pembroke Titans squad. They've got a lot of shooters, and they make it capitalize as the Titans take an 18-10 lead with 36 seconds left here in the second quarter. A big turnaround swing for the Titans as they couldn't score for a while, but they finally found their rhythm. As after a timeout is taken by Plymouth North, their second of the game. I'll be right back. I'm Mitchell Porter, and I'll see you in a little bit. And welcome back after a short intermission on the Plymouth North timeout. Now Plymouth North, their defense looked very good in the beginning of the game, but they started getting sloppy, committing more and more fouls. I mean, you're only at 8 compared to Pembroke's 10, but early in the game they were fouling like nobody's business. They finally calmed it down, but when you stop fouling, you need to find a way to score or stop the other team, and Plymouth North hasn't been able to do either of that. As there's 37 seconds left in the second quarter, the shot clock and game clock are 5 seconds away as Pembroke almost gets a steal. It's a quick transition up to number 13, and his momentum takes him too far, and he will step out of bounds, unable to control that ball. And there will be a substitution for Plymouth North. Alec Peruzzi, the captain, comes off as number 15, Andrew Cahoon, checks back into the game. No shot clock here. 24 seconds left to go for the Titans and this second quarter. As Joseph Dwyer drives to the elbow. Noah Patillo gets a lane. He swings it back out to Joseph Dwyer. 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. They're going to hold it. And it will be a timeout called by Pembroke, trying to figure out one last play to get off before the halftime buzzer goes off. Now, no change in the score in the last 20 seconds. Pembroke Titans still lead 18-10. 8 seconds remain in this second period of play here from Pembroke High School. As the Titans have possession of the ball, they'll look to get off one final play before the halftime buzzer goes off. Plymouth North trying to keep it at an 8-point deficit for them. Savante Perry inbounds it, 7 seconds. Now Tom Constantine holding up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Devontae, Joseph Dwyer, fade away off the front iron, and that rebound won't count. But heading into halftime, it's been a very good defensive game. A little quick scoring run there from Pembroke towards the end of the second quarter has seen them extend their lead to an 8-point gap. Pembroke Titans lead 18-10 through the shooting of Joe D'Angelo and Joseph Dwyer. This game has been very entertaining, and we're hoping and wondering if it'll continue in the second half of play here. I'm Mitchell Porter, and I'll see you shortly after this halftime break. And welcome back to Pembroke High School. With about 2 minutes before we get the second half of Patriot League basketball underway, I just want to recap you on the 3 keys for each team. Now for Pembroke, I said they would have to use their size to win this game, and it's been completely for the wrong reason. Coming into this game, I thought the bigs of Connor Kroon and Tom Constantine would have to play well in order to win this game, but it's actually been the smaller guards and their ability to shoot from Joseph D'Angelo and Brady Spencer and Joseph Dwyer. They've all made an impact. Along with their shooting and size, Pembroke also needed the rebound well. As they didn't start off very well, towards the end of the first quarter and the second quarter, they rebounded very, very well. Now for Plymouth North, they were facing an uphill battle coming into this game, facing a team with a lot of height and a lot of shooting ability. Now, coming into this game, I don't think any coach says, I want you to foul to win this game. But that's what Plymouth North has been doing. They've been fouling at the right time, and even though they're losing by 8, they've never looked out of this game. And as we head to a minute left before the second half starts, Plymouth North also need to get their shooting shoes on and get their stars hot. Along with their free throw shooting, which I said they would need to capitalize on in order to win this game. I don't have the exact numbers, but I would say they're hitting about 40% of their free throws. They are not doing very well from the charity stripe. And as we get ready for the second half of action here from Pembroke High School to begin, the score is currently Pembroke Titans 18 to the Plymouth North Eagles 10. And even though we're still on a COVID time, we're all having fun out here. The student sections from both Plymouth North and Pembroke have been very rowdy this entire game. I'm glad that we had our microphones off during the halftime break because there were some things said that we cannot say on air. But as the teams come out to begin the second half of the first Patriot League matchup of the year, Pembroke holds that slim lead and will look to capitalize on their already decent advantage. Devontae Perry starts it off for Pembroke. Joseph Dwyer brings it across half court, swings it back out to Devontae Perry, who's at the top of the key now. Looking from moving, Joseph Dwyer pulls up off the front iron, and nobody was crashing the boards for Pembroke there as Alec Peruzzi rebounds it, gets it out to Chris Kane. Kane at the top of the key, finds captain number 14. Now from Nick Marcel, back out to Leonard, finds Nick Marcel at the top. Nick Marcel trying to make some moves, down to the elbow. Back out to Jamori Leonard. Leonard trying to make a move. And the shot clock expires. And it's off the backboard. A three-pointer for number 10, Chris Kane. As it's now 18-13 Titans. Now, drive up to the lane as it is blocked away. Oh, but it's stolen back. 2 steals in half a second there. Jamori Leonard driving to the lane, off the backboard, rebounded by Alec Peruzzi, making a move, hits it out. Number 5, bang! Three-pointer by Nick Marcel, his second in a minute, as this lead quickly went from 8 to 2. And the Plymouth North fans are getting very rowdy, cheering on their team. Tom Considine holding it at the top of the key. It's poked away by Plymouth North and will remain in Pembroke possession. Now Devontae Perry on the inbound. Lockhart in motion, fakes it to him. He gets it out to number 24 for Pembroke. He drives into the lane and he is fouled. He is tapped on the top of the head. And he will go to the free throw line. That is a shooting foul on number 12, Alec Peruzzi. Joseph Dwyer, the junior shooting guard, will step up to the charity stripe. Pembroke have been very good from the free throw line so far, and they'll look to make good on their free opportunities. Here's the first one. It is up, and it is good. Joseph Dwyer getting his 10th point of the night as number 23, Hunter Byron, checks in for Alec Peruzzi. The captain visibly upset that he's getting taken off, but it's for good reason. He's not been playing very well, and he's in foul trouble. And the second free throw is good, which extends this Pembroke lead to 4 points, 20-16, as it swung back out to Jamori Leonard. Leonard on Lockhart. Leonard swings it out to Hunter Byron in the corner. It's good! Another three-pointer! That is Hunter Byron in the corner. Devontae Perry, quick transition offense, and that rolls in a nice finger roll layup for Devontae Perry there. As Jamori Leonard, quick high-paced basketball, and he loses step and flings that ball out of bounds as that had way too much sauce on it. Now, a quick 8-point lead has been vanished as it's been turned to 3. Joseph Dwyer holding it up, getting inside to Brady Spencer, tipped but regained by Joseph Dwyer. Dwyer out to Brady Spencer. He's fouled. He'll get 3 free throw shots. The shot is missed off the front iron, but that doesn't matter because he'll get 3 chances to get it back right here. Now let me say, the Pembroke Titans students section is one of the best and they're being rivaled by Plymouth North tonight as Brady Spencer, amidst all the noise, hits the first free throw and extends it back to a 4-point lead, 23-19. As there will be no substitution, it was called off. And Ivan Darko obviously thought it was only a 2-shot attempt, but it's only 3. Now it's 3. Ivan Darko, he'll get one more. Brady Spencer trying to get his second of 3 to go. And it's up. and it bounced really high off the rim, but it goes in. 5-point lead, 24-19 for the Titans now. With about 2.5 minutes elapsed from this third quarter, Jamori Leonard takes it across half court, finds Ivan Darko, who swings it back out to Hunter Byron, who's hit 2 critical threes, and that's stolen by Connor Lockhart, and he's got an easy layup. No! There comes Jamori Leonard out of nowhere. A LeBron James-esque block right there off the backboard as Devontae Perry tries to stop his momentum, but, Albert Einstein taught us it's very hard to do that. So that will be a foul on Devontae Perry. Inbounded back to Jamori Leonard. And Leonard drives in, and that's another foul on Tom Considine. That has to be his 3rd foul of the night. He is in serious foul trouble so far. Obviously, you can get to 5, but 3 is not a nice number you want to be at. Now, with 2 shots from the line, Jamori Leonard can make this a 3-point game. The first free throw from the charity stripe is up, and it's off the front line and missed. As a substitution will happen, Sean King and his neon green shoes, who can forget him, comes in for Chris Kane. Now the second free throw being attempted here from Jamori Leonard. Gets into his routine. And the second one is up, and it is good. Swish. 4-point lead now for the Titans, 24-20. Quick transition offense up to Brady Spencer. He cuts inside. He swings it across to Joseph Dwyer in the corner. Off the front iron, but rebounded by Brady Spencer and swung back out wide to Connor Lockhart. Slows down the play. Back out to Tom Considine, who drives inside the lane. Brings it back to Brady Spencer. He gets one in and takes advantage of the defense's mistake and lays up an easy finger roll layup. And it's a 6-point lead now for the Titans as they swing it out to Hunter Byron in the corner. Off the back iron and rebounded once again by Brady Spencer. He's been their rebounding king tonight. Now, Devontae Perry outside to Tom Considine. That is up, and that is good. A 3-pointer by senior power forward Tom Considine. When he needs to shoot, he can. And a timeout is called by Plymouth North, trying to slow down the fast breaks in quick transition offense. Almost half the time in this quarter has been elapsed, just over 3.5 minutes. With 4:37 remaining in this third quarter, the Titans lead 29-20. After a quick timeout break, both teams come back onto the floor, with Pembroke with a slew of threes, 4 threes in a row to make their lead. 3 threes and a 2 in a row to get them out to a 9-point lead, 29-20. Plymouth North need to start hitting their shots, playing up-tempo basketball, and limiting their turnovers to get back into this game. Now, Hunter Byron, looking for a teammate, swings it out wide to Ivan Darko. Darko out to Alec Perucci. Perucci now back out to Ivan Darko at the top of the key. Darko makes a move, gets past Considine, drives in, he's swat at. Hunter Byron with his foot on the 3-point line. Hits the mid-range jumper, and it's back down to a 7-point lead for Pembroke. Lockhart talking with Perry, swings it back out to him. Now Perry driving down to the baseline, finds Tom Considine. Can he hit another one off the front iron? And it looked like Brady Spencer was fouled there. He was complaining, but nothing was called. Jamori Leonard driving into the lane, finds Hunter Byron in the corner, and that is blocked by Brady Spencer. This height for Pembroke has been a real factor for them. Getting over 8 blocks so far in this game. That's no number to be shabby about. Now, Jamori Leonard on the inbound pass. Alec Perucci now in the corner, looking down low for some post play, and that's tipped away by Brady Spencer. He's having a real good defensive game tonight. Few blocks and a few steals as Connor Lockhart. Back out to Brady Spencer. He got the steal, and he got the three! A three-pointer for Brady Spencer. As now the Titans have hit their first double-digit lead of the game as they take the 32-22 lead. Played down out to the top to Jamori Leonard. He had a wide-open three. Lockhart tries to capitalize on the mistake, but Ivan Darko takes a deep three off the front iron. Rebounded. Actually, it was not rebounding. He could not control it. That was off the hands of Jalen Baker, and it will be Pembroke ball once again. Ivan Darko off, and in comes Nick Marcel. 10-point lead now for the Titans as they look to capitalize on their double-digit lead, and that is going to be called on Jalen Baker. His first foul of the night. And the student sections are fighting with each other at the moment as Perry inbounds it out to Spencer, holds it down to Joseph Dwyer, who has the lane, but it's tipped away, and it's going to be brought up the court by Jamori Leonard into Alec Perucci down at the baseline, but it's stolen once again by Connor Lockhart. He's into the lane. He fakes a pass. It's off the underside of the rim, and it will be saved by Pembroke, not able to be saved once again by Plymouth, as Devontae Perry will be under the rim for this inbound pass. Perry, down low to Brady Spencer, quick, off the backboard, and once again off number 33, Jalen Baker. Two crucial mistakes so far late in this third quarter, as that is the second time the ball has gone out thanks to Jalen Baker. Now Devontae Perry, under the rim, gives it out to Tom Considine, swings it outside to Joseph Dwyer, looking for a teammate, looking down low, hands it off to Devontae Perry, who drives inside. He looks for Brady Spencer. The mid-range jumper is up, and he's fouled once again. Shot missed off the off the side iron, but he was fouled, and he will get two chances at the line. That call will be on number 12, Alec Perucci. He's in serious foul trouble. He's either at 3 or 4 fouls. I do not have the stats in front of me, and we're not really good communicated with, as Brady Spencer hits his first of 2 free throws and extend it to an 11-point lead. Jalen Baker comes off, and in comes Aiden Grant, the senior forward. Now, this is the second free throw from Brady Spencer. It is up, and it is good. 12-point lead now for the Titans as the Eagles try and get back into this game. They have the intangibles, they have the talent, but can they put them all together and get a good run going? That's Alec Perucci getting out to the top of the key. He's got separation. He pulls up, and it's off the back iron. There's a foul in the paint, and that is going to be a defensive foul on number 22, Brady Spencer. Connor Kroon getting ready to check into the game. And there he does. Tom Considine getting close to being fouled out. He's either on his 3rd or 4th foul at this point. And now, underneath, Perucci lofts it up to Aiden Grant. And it's almost a turnover there. Good save by Nick Marcel. Now Marcel drives inside, and he's fouled by number 24, Joseph Dwyer. That is a interesting call there from the officials. Obviously, I'm not an official. I can't make the call, but that looked very questionable. Dwyer very much complaining, and the student section obviously very upset about that one. First free throw is hit and miss. Hit and made is what I meant to say. And Nick Marcel trying to go 2 for 2 from the line on this attempt. It's up, and it is good off the back iron and in. Back to a 10-point deficit for the Eagles. Now, Devontae Perry, who's had a very good game, tries to dismantle this press as it's lofted back out by Jody Angelo. Quick fire pass from Brady Spencer. Down low to Joseph Dwyer. Quick passing. I know this isn't soccer, but that is some tiki-taka basketball right there. As Jamori Leonard looks for an open lane. He gets it down inside to Aiden Grant. Fade away. Oh, a nice little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar move right there. Back away and fade away post move as Jody Angelo picks up the fire pass from Devontae Perry. And it was almost a backcourt. Good footwork there from Perry to keep it on this side. Perry now open in the corner, gives it up to Connor Kroon, the senior. Kroon up to D'Angelo. He's got some separation. He drives into the lane, finds Brady Spencer. He goes up, and it's off the sideline, but that was a very, very good foul from Plymouth North as they are getting back into foul trouble. And with a chance to increase the lead, Brady Spencer steps up to the charity stripe, hits the first one, and makes it a 37-26 ball game. With 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining in a half, could be a 12-point lead here for the Titans. Once again, it's off the back iron and rebounded by number 20, Sean King, in his neon green shoes. You know, I really like him. Maybe I'll ask for him after the game. You know, here comes Jamori Leonard. And now Hunter Byron at the free throw line. Back out to Sean King on Joe D'Angelo defending him. Gets down into the paint but backs out. Finds Jamori Leonard. Defended by Joseph Dwyer. Play is called. Pick and roll offense in motion. And now a nice spinorama layup as Jamori Leonard is slow to get up, but he's okay. And that is a pass that seemed to be deflected by Sean King. But in the end, no call was made as that goes out as a Joe D'Angelo turnover. Very unlucky call. Sean King brings it over half court now with 54 seconds remaining in this quarter, I'm sorry. Or this half of the second half, I should say. And Jamori Leonard, down in the corner, gets some separation, makes Perry jump, swings it back out. That's Aiden Grant, down into the paint, off the side iron, and rebounded by senior Connor Kroon as it's given up to Brady Spencer. Played out to junior, Devontae Perry. Perry, good tough defense by Jamori Leonard, but it goes off his knee, and it will be still Pembroke ball. Substitution comes in. That's Ivan Darko, who comes in for Alec Perucci. You know, for being a captain, he shows the leadership, but he hasn't been able to put anything together. He's lacking on the score sheet, and he's probably a main reason why Plymouth have not done very good in this game. Now, holding on to it, the shot and game clock separated by 6 seconds. They're trying to hold it on for as long as possible. Brady Spencer. Back to Perry in the corner. He's got an open look, but he tries a nice jelly layup, but it's off the underside of the backboard. And that will be a foul called on number 20, Sean King. And now with 6.4 seconds left, Connor Kroon, or as he's known by many of his fellow friends as Kroon, goes up to the free throw line. And he hits the first one, gets it back to a 12-point game. Alec Perucci comes back in along with Chris Kane. Sean King and Aiden Grant come off. Connor Kroon could make it a 13-point game. And it's off the backside of the rim. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ivan Darko, foul! There was a foul called right at the end of the third quarter, right before the buzzer. Because time expired, he gets to go up to the free throw line all by his lonesome. He's got 3 shots. He could get it back to a 9-point deficit heading into the last quarter. The first one is up, rolls around a little bit and gets a favorable bounce. Makes it an 11-point game, now 38-27. Now Ivan Darko for his second of 3 shots. It's good. 10-point deficit now for the Eagles. You know, Plymouth North are not out of this game at all. They're still very much into it. They just need to get their stars hot. It's Ivan Darko with his third of 3 shots. Misses, rolls around the rim, and unfortunately bounces out. Heading into the last quarter of regulation here at Pembroke High School. The Pembroke Titans have a commanding lead of 10, leading 38-28 off the shooting of Brady Spencer, Joseph Dwyer, and Joe D'Angelo. I am Mitchell Porter, and I will catch you back for the 4th quarter here at Pembroke High School in this Patriot League matchup. And the fourth quarter of regulation is about to get underway here in this Patriot League matchup between the Plymouth North Eagles and the Pembroke Titans. The Titans have looked dominant throughout this game so far, not surrendering the lead ever since they got it early in the first quarter. Plymouth North have always been in this game, always fighting hard, but they've gotten to a little bit of foul trouble both towards the end of the second and third quarter. Now, as the fourth quarter gets underway here with a Jamori Leonard inbound pass, Joseph Dwyer playing really good pressing defense as he backs off and lets Hunter Byron cross half court. Gives it up to Ivan Darko. Gives it up to Jamori Leonard, the captain. Outside to Hunter Byron, a deep three, and it's hit! A three-pointer for Hunter Byron and the Plymouth North Eagles. A hot start here to the fourth quarter as it's now 7 points, 38-31 Titans. Devontae Perry holds it up at the top. Perry looks for Joe D'Angelo, gives it off to him, and now it's another handoff to Joseph Dwyer, who looks for an open shot. Perry in the corner tries to find Connor Kroon. It's a very good pass, but it's a very good interception there. As it's in the corner for Hunter Byron. Can he hit two in a row off the back iron? Alec Perucci has an open lane. Look back. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and it's off the backboard, and it is in. A 5-point deficit now. Quick points here for Plymouth is what they need to get back into the game. As Joe D'Angelo, the sophomore, brings it across half court. This game is really picking up in intensity now. Brady Spencer drives in, and that is a foul. That is a charge there on Brady Spencer. He had his feet set, and you just can't do that in the restricted area. Brady Spencer gets called for the charging foul. And in comes Cameron Wilson for Connor Kroon, the sophomore, in for the senior. And here comes Ivan Darko. He's got one of the coolest names I've ever heard in high school basketball. Like, who doesn't want a name like Ivan Darko? As Perucci hands it off to Jamori Leonard. Outside, back to Darko. Gets it up to Perucci, plays it out wide. Back to Jamori Leonard, back into Perucci, and it's a 3-point game now. 7 unanswered points in a row for the Plymouth North Eagles as Devontae Perry gets it outside to Joseph Dwyer. And they're going to call a blocking foul, I believe. Actually, no, it's going to be a reach-in foul there on Jamori Leonard. As Joseph Dwyer will head up to the line. Pembroke is now officially in the bonus. I believe this will be a 1-and-1, and it is. It's up, and it is good. Extends the lead to a 4-point lead, 39-35. With just a minute and a half elapsed here in the fourth quarter, Plymouth North have all the momentum. Second one is up, and it is good. 40-35 now for the Titans. Ivan Darko now brings it up across half court, looking for a teammate, finds Jamori Leonard. Quick pace basketball is exactly what they need, and that's an opposite hand layup there for Jamori Leonard. No foul is called as it's brought up by Joe D'Angelo outside to Devontae Perry. He's got an open lane. He drives inside, and he's off the backboard. A beautiful layup there from Devontae Perry as it makes it a 7-point lead now for the Titans. As Ivan Darko picks it up, looking for a play to be run, but he has to do it himself. Joe D'Angelo, sophomore, on him. Layup is up, it's off the back iron, and it will be rebounded by Alec Perucci. No, sorry, that's not Alec Perucci, that is Aiden Grant, I apologize. And Aiden Grant will get the foul called. He will go up to the charity stripe to try and cut into this deficit. And the first of two is up, off the back iron, and missed by Aiden Grant. Score remains 42-35, just after 2 minutes of elapsed time. And the second one is up, off the front iron, but rolls back in. Now, quick turnover here. It's Perry, and to D'Angelo, outside to Spencer, pulls out from the three at the top of the key! Bang! Three-pointer, Brady Spencer! And it's now back to 9 points. He's been hot heading into this quarter. He's hit his last three-point attempts as Ivan Darko drives in, and it just rolls, and you can see he's visibly disappointed by that. He shrugged a little bit. 5.5 minutes to go. Titans hold a 9-point lead over the traveling Eagles. Joe D'Angelo inbounds it quickly to Dwyer. Outside to Perry. Now Perry looking for a lane. He's got fast break point opportunity, but it's stolen away. Finds Alec Perucci. Perucci trying to go through 2 men, and that is going to be a push from Devontae Perry. A lot of this Pembroke team is in foul trouble with either a few players in 3 or some even 4, like I'm pretty sure Tom Constantine has. Now, 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. First free throw of the 1-and-1 is missed and off the side iron, and rebounded by Spencer. Brings it out to D'Angelo outside the Perry. Back out to Spencer. He's been hot. Is he going to get another chance here? Cameron Wilson cannot control that pass after being viciously defended right there. As Alec Perucci goes into the lane, steps up, and it's off the backboard, rebounded by Cameron Wilson, the sophomore. Now Devontae Perry makes a move on Jamori Leonard, and it's going to be a timeout called by Pembroke here. Should be a quick timeout. Can't imagine what first-year head coach Matt Vincenzi wants to say to his boys. But 4 minutes and 51 seconds remain here in the 4th quarter. And after this short timeout break, I'll be right back. I'm Mitch Porter, and I'll see you in a little bit. And as both teams return from the short timeout break, with 5 minutes left to go in the first division matchup here in the Patriot League. Pembroke holds a 9-point lead after some beautiful 3-point shooting from Brady Spencer and co. Inbounding will be Tom Constantine, who has to watch himself. He is in very bad foul trouble. Now Joseph Dwyer passes it outside the Perry, who brings it up to top of the key, outside the Brady Spencer. He has a room, he drives inside, and that's an unlucky miss right there on the layup. Rolls off the front iron as Ivan Darko outside to Alec Perucci. Looking for someone down low, but swings it out to Hunter Byron, who's got some nice mutton chops. And that's Jamori Leonard with the contact layup. Tom Constantine doesn't understand how that is called on him. He played perfect defense. Just a good layup there from Jamori Leonard. Jamori Leonard can make it a 6-point deficit now for the Eagles as he steps up to the line. He's hit most of his free throws tonight, capitalizing on opportunities. And here comes the and 1 off the front iron and missed, but it will be a foul called on number 13, Aiden Grant. And with Pembroke in the bonus, they will get free throw shots here. Substitution here as number 33, Jalen Baker, comes in for Aiden Grant. Aiden Grant got himself into a little foul trouble towards the end of the 3rd quarter, and now he's got another foul here as Connor Lockhart steps up. The first shot of the 1-and-1 is in, and brings it back to an 8-point lead for the Titans. With 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining, the Titans lead by 8, 46-38 here. And now the second shot is up by Lockhart, and it is good off the back iron. Makes it a 9-point lead now for the Titans. As Ivan Darko comes across, down to Jamori Leonard, makes a man miss. He gets it up. He tries rebounding it, and it's going to be off of Jamori Leonard. Oh, no. After a very violent uprising from Plymouth North, it is actually reversed, and it'll be Plymouth North ball. Ivan Darko underneath. Finds Alec Perucci. Perucci dives in, and that's going to be a foul called on Brady Spencer. He did stuck his hand when he was going up for the layup, and that is obviously going to be a foul 11 times out of 10 right there. as Alec Perucci, the senior, steps up to the line, trying to cut into this 9-point deficit. First one is off the front iron, rolls around a little bit, and gets in. 8 points now for the Eagles. As the second free throw is up, and it is good. 7-point deficit now for the Eagles. Lockhart gives it off to Perry. Outside the Brady Spencer, he's pulling up from the three. It's off the front iron, rebounds off the backboard, and picked up by Ivan Darko. Ivan Darko drives inside, fast-paced, off the back rim and out. Unlucky layup and unlucky bounces here from Plymouth North. That has been their kryptonite. Devontae Perry at the three, gives it out to Lockhart. Cuts inside towards the free throw line, outside the Joe D'Angelo. D'Angelo back out to the key, back to Perry at the top. Outside the Joseph Dwyer, who goes down towards the baseline, and it's stolen away, and that's Alec Perucci making a move on Connor Lockhart, gets it up. The tough layup is missed, but it's rebounded by Perucci again. He puts up the baby hook, and that is old school basketball right there. Now that's what I call the Hakeem Olajuwon right there. And with that baby hook right at that moment, the Eagles have made it a 5-point deficit. The Titans have had a lack of scoring here in the fourth quarter, and that has shortened their lead. With 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here, the Titans lead 47-42. And after the Pembroke timeout, a few words from Matt Vincenzi there, trying to rally his Titan troops to take a bigger lead and hold on to it. They've been a very hot and cold team. They'll be very hot from shooting and very good defensively, and then they'll turn sloppy.
Let's go, corner!
With the time restarting here, 3 minutes about to go here in the last quarter of regulation. That's D'Angelo outside to Dwyer, back out to Lockhart, who floats it over to Dwyer at the top, pushes off Jamori Leonard, and a pick and roll offense. Brady Spencer at the top of the keys. He's knocked down, but no foul is called. Rebounded by Ivan Darko. Swings it outside to Alec Perucci, who's pushed hard by Joseph Dwyer, but no call. Gives it out to Jamori Leonard, out to Ivan Darko. Now Darko swings it outside to Perucci. Perucci down low. Jamori Leonard cannot hold on to it. Rebounded by Spencer up to Perry. Perry drives inside, and it's up, and it's off the side iron. Rebounded by senior Alec Perucci, the captain. Now Perucci driving inside, he's got a lane, he's got a move, and it's up, and it's good. The left-handed layup makes it a 3-point lead now for the Titans. Plymouth North are slowly but surely cutting into this lead that the Titans didn't think they were gonna lose. Now Perry swung out to Joe D'Angelo, outside to Joseph Dwyer, down into the corner for Connor Lockhart. Lockhart looking for a teammate, and that's stolen by Alec Perucci. He goes up for the layup, and that's a big block from Connor Lockhart, who stops the easy layup, and it will go underneath. Jamori Leonard gonna go under the rim for the inbound pass. 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here. Alec Perucci in the corner, plays it down to the low post, and that's gonna be called a reach-in foul on Connor Lockhart, as Jamori Leonard will step up to the line for what seems about the 8th time tonight. He's been very good from the free throw line, hitting around, I would say, 70% of his shots. Now the first of 2 shots here from Jamori Leonard. First one is up, and it's off the front iron and missed. Now here is Jamori Leonard's second attempt from the charity stripe. It is up, and it is good. 2 points now separate the Titans and the Eagles. With 2 minutes left to go, we're invited to a very special finish and a very highly contested finish here at Pembroke High School. Joe D'Angelo holds it up, And that is a miscommunication between D'Angelo and that is drove in, and it's off Ivan Darko, off the backboard, picked up by Hunter Byron, and Plymouth North have tied up the game here. 47 all between the two teams. 1 minute 40 to go. Connor Lockhart makes a mistake, almost loses it, but gets it outside the Brady Spencer, down the baseline, drives in, and that is going to be a foul called on number 14, Jamori Leonard. This is the first time Plymouth North have been tied in this game since the very first quarter as Brady Spencer steps up to the charity stripe. Hits the first one and regains the lead for the Titans. Substitutions galore here as Aiden Grant comes back in. And that would be Jalen Baker coming out as Brady Spencer. This gymnasium gets really loud as Brady Spencer hits the second of two and gets it back out to a 2-point lead for the Titans. Now, Ivan Darko, across half court, outside to Alec Perucci. He gets it underneath, and that's going to be tipped by Jamori Leonard and out, back to Pembroke. And now, a timeout called once again by Pembroke as they try to lock down their defense and try to keep the Eagles from high flying and getting another point. Now, with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in this fourth quarter, we're going to have a very entertaining finish. And don't you switch off, because we'll be right here, back when play resumes. And welcome back to Pembroke High School as we have 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining here in the first Patriot League matchup between the Pembroke Titans and the Plymouth North Eagles. This fourth quarter has been all about the Eagles offense. They finally clicked and they finally got back into a close deficit. 2 points separates the Titans and the Eagles by a score of 49-47. The full court press is now in effect for the Eagles, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Jamori Leonard. As both teams are in the bonus, Pembroke will step up to the line, and that will be Joseph Dwyer taking the 2 free throw shots. Seeing how Plymouth North have 10 fouls, it's no longer a 1-and-1, it's now a 2-shot. First one is good. Makes it a 50-47 ball game. The minute 20 remaining can be extended to a 4-point lead here from Joseph Dwyer. It's up, and it's good off the back iron. A 4-point lead now for the Titans. Jamori Leonard brings it up as this crowd gets ever louder and louder. Ivan Darko. Hunter Byron swings it outside to Alec Perucci, calling out a play. The captain trying to lead his Eagles over the Titans. Perucci down to the free throw line outside to Ivan Darko. He's driving into the lane. He's got an open way, and it rolls into the back of the net. And it'll be a 2-point game now. 45 seconds remaining, and this is going to be the highest octane finish we've seen in a while here at the Pembroke Gymnasium. As Connor Lockhart picks it up at the top of the key, posts up with a floater, and misses, but a foul is called. The foul is on 23 of Hunter Byron. And this could put the game away. 37 seconds. Connor Lockhart steps up to the line. Makes it a 3-point game with his first free throw. 52-49. Now Connor Lockhart steps up to his second free throw. The senior knocks it down. It's a 4-point lead for the Titans with 37 seconds to go. They need a quick shot, and they need it now. Here comes Jamori Leonard. Hunter Byron in motion across, and it's going to be a timeout called by Plymouth North. They need a play to get a three. They necessarily don't need a three, but it'd be a lot easier to win this game if they got one. With 31.8 seconds left here from the Pembroke Gymnasium, the lead for the Titans stands as 4 as they have a 53-49 advantage over the Plymouth North Eagles. Welcome back to Pembroke High School, where we are witnessing the last couple seconds of this fourth quarter here in a Patriot League matchup between the Plymouth North Eagles and the Pembroke Titans. The Titans lead 53-49 with 31.8 seconds left in this game. They need 2 scores, and they kind of need it quickly. Jamori Leonard with the inbound pass gets it outside to Hunter Byron. 30 seconds left in this game. Byron out to Darko. Darko to Leonard. Darko's wide open on the other side of the court. They can't find him. Leonard drives inside. He had an open lane, but he passed it out. And it's going to be an intentional foul there by Aiden Grant of Plymouth North. And this could be the dagger that puts the man in the coffin. Brady Spencer has already delivered a few daggers to the hearts with his staggering threes, just pulling up from anywhere and seeming to be effortless as they go into the net and swish down. Substitution, Nick Marcel comes in for Aiden Grant. 17 seconds exactly remaining with a 4-point lead. If he hits both of these, that could be the game right there. Brady Spencer's first one is up, and it is good. Extends the lead to 54-49 for the Titans. A 5-point lead. This could be the dagger from Brady Spencer, the junior. Puts it up, off the back iron, rebounded by Plymouth North. They need 2 scores really quickly. Ivan Darko picks it up. He steps back, makes a man move. I don't know how that wasn't a travel. And it's off the top of the backboard. 6 seconds inside, and the layup is missed. Once again, 2 seconds, 1 second. And the Pembroke Titans have won this Patriot League division matchup, the first one of the season, and they moved their conference record to 1-0 on the season. Now, that was exactly what we expected. It started off a little slow, but it got increasingly better, more fast-paced, high-scoring, and high stakes. Both teams played a really good game. Plymouth North were so close to coming back on the verge of a humiliating loss. As the final score from the Pembroke High School Gymnasium is 54-49 with the Pembroke Titans being the victors over the Eagles. A great game from both teams, and they can't wait for the rematch back at Plymouth North. This is Mitchell Porter on behalf of Titan TV. Have a great night, and I'll see you on Friday when the Pembroke Titans play once again. Good night.